ayahuasca uses what is already in your brain to teach you what you need to learn. So if you are into music and you're a musician and you are virtuoso in piano and you start drinking ayahuasca starts teaching you the concepts of what you need to learn in terms of vibration and octaves and higher octaves and all these things that you already know. And then she teaches you about this your own life in terms of vibration, musical notes, formulas, patterns, and piano. And you start drinking ayahuasca. Oh yes, ayahuasca knows a lot about piano because this is what you have, and that's what she uses to teach you. So I was into quantum mechanics things, reading a lot about that. Okay, this guy is about that. Let me show you something. And she started showing me things about the quantum because was my favorite subject. So that happens with you if you're a doctor. You start having visions about the heart and how it pumps the blood. And oh my God, I got this revelation, and that's how it started it all.
So now, how do you explain the quantum model of the psyche?
Well, so I start having these visions that I couldn't understand at the later part of the ayahuasca session, which is when you are there with your head in the pillow, like wandering in your mind what already happened for the previous 3 or 4 hours. And there I was, and I'm having these visions of these shapes, geometrical shapes, but were soft and dancing and evolving, and start drawing them. I take my pencil and my sketchbook and start drawing. I have a huge collection of these drawings. And what is that? And this variation of that and this. I was wondering for years, was that until I started realizing that it was the dynamics, because it's not a static geometrical shape. It's a dynamic geometrical shape that flows and remorphs in different patterns of this shape that it happens to be the torus. And this is the basis of the model. It's the torus shape of the yes, like this, like an apple when you slice it vertically and you look at the cross section of an apple and it has this thing. This is a torus. So the torus is a very efficient geometrical shape because it's like a donut, and it's the first geometrical shape that it provides for a movement, for flux, and that's the energy moving around that donut, and this is a dynamic geometrical shape, contrary to the triangle or the cube or the pyramid and other geometrical solids. The torus is a solid, it's round, it's donut shape, but it flows, and this is dynamic. And in itself, the mathematical formula of the torus that defines the torus shape, it lends itself to movement, and that's the basic, in my idea, shape of all living things. And that's what in the book I portray the torus using examples of vegetables like apples, and you got many fruits that you cut in half and you have a torus shape, and then you have the planet. When you see the magnet is a torus shape, and the theory about the universe as a whole is a torus shape universe. It's expanding universe. It's expanding in a toroidal shape way. So it's everywhere.
Yeah, no. So we've seen that in those diagrams with the chakras, where the energy is coming around and into the crown, out and in and out and in. So
right. All this. There's a lot of artists and painters and chakra students that can feel this energy flowing in this direction, and it's and you see when psychics attempt to draw in artistic conceptions of what the aura is, they draw this egg-shaped energy field around the human body, and they draw this line in the middle that comes out in the crown like an expanding, and this is a torus. It's an egg with an axis in the middle that flows in one direction, and that is a torus. And my model says, okay, since everything is, I mean, the shape of the leaves, like the heart shape, the romantic heart of San Valentine is half of a torus. You took another heart and put it upside down and merge them, and you have a torus. And you have the human body, it's a torus shape, the topological origin of the human shape, the formula that God used to create human form is a toroidal formula. I mean, the shape of your nose, the lips, both of your ears, you put it together, and it's a shape. The breast, you know, the buttocks, the beautiful feminine body. When you look it from the back, I mean, the breasts is torus. It's all torus.
Jules, how does this relate to working with ayahuasca? So what does this do?
So yeah. So what happens was then I have started these visions of these drawings, and I start making the connections of these geometrical shapes and how the rest of the human and natural world is shaped. It's toroidal. And I have these visions of toroids. I said, well, so I must be feeling or sensing something in my psyche that is toroidal in shape. And when I start making these connections, I found out that, well, wait a minute, this is my mind. This is my feelings. This is all these invisible parts of us that we don't see, like the mind. Where's the mind? I mean, surgeons are trying to find the mind in the brain, and it's so elusive. You just find a lot of neurons and a bunch of wires. Where is the mind? Where is the memory of my childhood? Where is the taste of the red wine that I had last week in my brain? I mean, it's so hard to grab. So it must be. So this is a scientific speculation. It must be quantum in nature. It's invisible, it's intangible, it's unmeasurable, but it's there because the evidence is that I'm experiencing it. The evidence is that I am alive, and I cannot find my consciousness in my brain anywhere. So the fact that neurology has made great advances with CT scans, MRI, and all these technologies about finding how the brain works in real time. I mean, they don't find consciousness. They cannot find memories. They cannot find where's my anger in my brain. I mean, it could be coded somewhere in these neurons. Yeah, right. So I assume, and this is a scientific speculation, that there's a reality that we all carry, which is quantum in nature, and we are a quantum entity living in a physical body. We are connected with it, and when we die, this quantum field disconnects, which basically the soul, the personality, and all that. So the idea that I'm proposing is not new. It's the soul, it's your mind, it's the whatever comes and continues after you die. But what the new thing is that I said, this has a torus shape. You are a torus shape quantum field that is attached to your physical body and continues after you die. So this is the novelty, the torus shape of your psyche, which the psyche is your soul.